You are the youngest player ever to qualify for Capcom Cup, and you've come here and you've lit up the stage. You're playing with so much composure. You look like you're playing at home. Where does that composure come from? Because this is the first time you've ever been on a stage like this.
I would say maybe externally I look composed, but internally not so much. You just don't necessarily see it reflected in my gameplay too much. You probably see me walking off the stage with my hand shaking though, usually, which a few people have noticed. So being composed, maybe not, but definitely having fun here, more so than UFA, because I had a little bit more practice now.
You've never had the opportunity to play most of the players that are here at Capcom Cup. What's it been like coming here and playing against some of the legends of Street Fighter as one of their equals?
It's been very eye-opening to play some of the international players, especially. A lot of the players, you know how there's always, NA players play different to EU and EU plays different to Japan, all that. I haven't actually noticed that too much. Everyone plays very similarly to how a lot of European players play at the highest level, which is just solid, fundamental base gameplay. But it's just been very, very fun, and I've definitely learned a lot.
You've flown out here with your mum and dad. How important has their support been in your growth as a player and your career now as an esports athlete?
Very, very important, because obviously I wouldn't be here if they weren't here. Because, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to go to UFA either. They've always been very supportive because I've still been doing my school stuff. So it's definitely been very, very important to, and just, nice to have the support of my parents. So, thank you.
This is it, everybody. We are about to get even closer to crowning the world champion of the final year of Street Fighter V here at Capcom number 9. Of course, we're bringing it back in to start things off with the top 8. My name is Vicious, here with Jammers, and I gotta hear from the crowd one more time. If you're ready for the top 8, let me hear you scream it. Love that beautiful, sweet, sweet sound, Jammers.
It looks like we're gonna have to match that energy indeed. We've had riveting matches already, and it only gets juicier from here and more intense for these guys as well. Some of them, it's no stranger to them. Others, they're grabbing the opportunity by the horns. Like you see, this is what the bracket is looking like in the top 8. MenaRD is going to be going up against EndingWalker. That's going to be a juicy one here with the youngins. And then on the other side of the winners semi-final in this top 8, it's going to be Zen, one of the favorites. What a storyline it will be here. But he's going up against Angry Bird. And boy, when we get to that match, have I got some lyrics for that one.
I can't wait for it.
But then talk to me, losers side, what are we talking about?
We have so many different stories coming out through here. We're spinning the thread a little bit. We got IDOM versus Vegapatch, right? The current reigning Capcom Cup champ, who was put on hiatus from 2019, and Vegapatch taking out one of the #1 contenders with his Fong. That's gonna be dangerous. Can he take out another big contender? Then down below, NL versus Mr. Crimson. And I gotta say, it was as close as ever seeing NL in this spot precisely against Mr. Crimson.
It's crazy what a disparity in results those guys had to do before they made it into the losers round 1 of top 8 here. But you can see it right now. This is the first match we're going to be kicking off in this top 8, closer to the grand prize, as Vicious alluded to moments ago. But this is it. MenaRD, the question is, he actually has a very good bracket path from the top 16, and EndingWalker is another one he can actually put on his list of titans he can knock down in this cup.
And that's very hard to ask for. Looking at the current record of MenaRD, looking absolutely flawless, he has a chance to potentially become a 2-time Capcom Cup champ, but he's going up against, as you mentioned, the Titan Killer. There's no end to his walk. It's in the name, baby, and he's been looking so clean and so ridiculous. If you don't believe us, well, you're about to experience it yourself.
Yes, he's gonna do it. Okay, so we were talking about this before. Birdie actually has a very good time, an excellent time against Ed in the neutral. Right now, part of that is because of the button game. Let's see how Mena actually deals with Flicker. This is the character that got him on the map and put Dominican Republic on the map. Let's see if he can get a huge advantage here, because EndingWalker is probably going to face his biggest challenge yet.
Here we go, game number 1. Already off to a great start. MenaRD looking to outspace EndingWalker, but let's see how good his math game. When's the 1-2-3 coming? It's not coming just yet. MenaRD is doing such a great job with some of these sweeps. We got an activation. EndingWalker now with the offensive and the throw here. What are you going to do about it?
He's going to wait for probably the bullhorn activation so he can get V-Trigger 2 here, Mena. So he's going to have to take a couple of grabs here, and then he's going to activate off of this. Yep, here comes V-Trigger 2.
Oh, no littering here. He checks the space up in the sky, but here we go now.
That's a closeout, hanging chain, the heavy version to slam him on the ground and give him that first round Vicious.
So clean, and I got to say, that was quite quick from both ends. The amount of damage taken from both sides. They're absolutely swinging here in the first round, and now MenaRD again with the big counter poke, setting up the can. He still manages to uppercut past the trap.
And this is the thing, right? It's when Mena gets that range to go, or that screen space to just work with hanging chain and really be able to dominate the screen here. But EndingWalker, he is not deterred by anything. Here comes a wake up bullhorn into V-Trigger 2 again. Looks out the can and makes it tricky.
Just fine now. EndingWalker no longer having any sort of support with the EX. He's trying to build up this 1 meter swim for himself. The anti-air is there, that's fine. 2 whiffing grabs. A little bit of an awkward situation for MenaRD.
Mena needs a hit confirm here. That's what he got. That's what it was. It's not going to do as much damage as from a medium, but we'll take it anyway. One
Oh,
grab.
the back throw.
If it was a command grab, it would have killed, so he'll take that.
That's still -2. He's not going to be in any sort of danger just yet, but watch out for the trigger.
That's it. Going to get the guard break here. Can he get one sneaky throw? No,
Oh,
he's
he
going
got
to kill
the
him.
low.
That's going to be the round.
More than enough damage. EndingWalker finding MenaRD, trying to walk out of danger. Lo and behold, that low medium kick just so far.
Oh, this first game is going to be imperative for confidence there. And it's going to be a punish. Sweep the sweep. I like that. That was a careless sweep there from Mena. Just put him in the corner already. He might have to spend super to get out if he really needs to, but it seems like he's using sweep.
He's still going to be using it.
He had to use it. He's going to get some Oki here, unless EndingWalker wants to V-shift or uppercut to break momentum, and that's why he jumped. He knew it was coming.
So dangerous too, still up close and personal, does get the counter hit conversion. Now pushing towards the corner a little bit. MenaRD trying to counter poke with some of the jabs. He wants to create the space, although he has the life lead,
He got
it could dwindle
a fantastic trade
down.
combo, and a throw will just get him standing. That's going to be the game.
The stun is there, and so is the damage. Here comes EndingWalker. He just needs to finish it up. You know the critical art incoming. Game 1, EndingWalker.
There you go, closing that game out there with Psycho Barrage. And you can see it, yeah, Cabba's a bit quiet at the moment. Cabba will make some noise in a minute, I know. But
Yeah.
this is what's interesting, because as we said, on paper, this works for Birdie. You can see it, the range and the spacing that Mena is playing at. But again, that factor of V-Trigger 2,
man.
that's what always makes him stay in this dogfight there, Vicious.
I'm loving the counter pokes. He's getting so much mileage off of some of these lights, as well as within range of the sweep, but it's EndingWalker still trying to find a way in. No sir, big punish, at least the knockdown.
That's all we need there, and he's going to get a light kick into EX Bull, hit him, put the can out again, and I like what EndingWalker's doing. He's just trying to deter him from using the items and gaining advantage of it. That's going to be low chain.
EX command grab. No, sorry, regular command grab. Coming on in there, watch the overhead, and he still gets the counter poke. Man, these lights are really adding up against EndingWalker, at least in this particular round.
And this is it, man. It's the crouching jab. Not even stand medium punch hit confirmed. It's the crouching jab and the lights that are really annoying and deterring EndingWalker from playing his game. And they're slightly faster than Flicker, but he gets a conversion into Psycho Splash and ends it with the uppercut.
You get a full conversion off of that meaty.
He can throw him again. Yeah, he can throw him again. That's it. EndingWalker has a high success rate of throws in tournaments.
the
And there we go.
EX Bullhorn dashes on in there. Checks with the fierce as well. EndingWalker trying to be risk averse. He sees the trigger. He understands what's going on with MenaRD. Setting up for Can.
Yeah, good stuff there.
Oh my God,
EX
the
Psycho
patience.
upper. He takes again, and the buffer. He's going to get big damage here. I don't know if he's going to break away the Psycho upper or leave it. V-shift.
Oh, he
Bad
fishes
choice.
out the V-shift. Oh no, he falls out of it. That could have been the stun in the game.
Check there. He's got no V-trigger, and he's going to have to close out earnestly.
The
And what a read!
He chases down the V-shift. The mental matalo.
There we
And you see it, Kaba, as you called it, as soon as the W has happened, he goes right in there.
What a swift rebuttal from the Dominican Republic's
Matalo.
#1, and again, not phased. He's been in a lot of conducive positions here. EndingWalker makes this interesting, but that sweep is going to be such an annoying tool there. Try to whiff punish it, and that's it. Ed has problems with whiff punishing in general, so doing it against Birdie when he well spaces things, it's going to be a nightmare, and he gets a conversion.
Man, getting so much mileage out of the cans coming out against EndingWalker. He seems to be a little bit stuck in the center, but I got to say now, the escape options are just fine.
Can out again, that's not good. He's trying everything in the kitchen sink and it's not working. Yeah, he just throws out the fireball and the snatcher.
Man, what is going on?
He's found the plan. Yeah, he's found it. He knows what. He's found a chink in the armor, a dent in the armor. It's going to be annoying.
That's been the plan thus far. This can is getting a lot of mileage, as I mentioned earlier, but EndingWalker does get the flicker into the extension EX. Great interruption, man. These young man reactions are getting better by the day.
Yeah, that sweep is it's doing too much. It's harassing him too much. He has no idea how to get around it, and he can't jump either, but he gets a cross counter instead.
Forward throw, reset. No, and he gets to switch to the other side.
And it's an excellent escape option as well for Birdie to get out of the corner like that with the jumping medium punch. Can't anti it because he was too late to react.
The flicker pressure, we haven't seen that too often just yet. Oh no, that's fine. Actually, that's totally fine for EndingWalker.
All right, V-reversal. That's not a good idea because it's going to do a lot of damage here. He might have to wait for a V-reversal opportunity again here, EndingWalker. That's why Mena threw him. That's going to be stunned. That's stunned.
2 games to 1. MenaRD, as soon as he had that side switch, thanks to EndingWalker, it was nothing but pressure. And it was so difficult against Birdie. You have the threat of the command grab, you have the threat of the meaty pressure, and just regular grabs as well.
It looks like they've gone straight back into it. He looked perplexed there for a couple of seconds, but you know, if you talk to him after this, he'll probably feel different, and that's going to be a conversion into Psycho Splash. I don't know, he probably has to be more aggressive, more belligerent towards MenaRD, but he looks solid on defense right now, Vicious. It's the sweep, yeah, okay.
That's fine.
I don't know, he might have to risk it with a jump eventually, I don't know. Gets the jab flicker though.
He's slowly starting to figure it out, putting the pieces of the puzzle. This is definitely a very, very convincing round. EndingWalker starting things off with a perfect in game 4. And it all started after blowing up the sweep. He might have found the solution temporarily.
Yeah, hey listen, form is temporary, class is permanent. Even if Mena is 1 round down, and that, again, he's not close enough for the flicker. It's got fixed range, it doesn't just connect automatically, but he gets a conversion into EX Psycho Knuckle again. Misses the air-to-air, unfortunately. That would have been big there, Vicious, for the juggle.
Still checking EndingWalker, moving a little bit too far forward, a little overzealous, pressing buttons. There is a crush counter on the roundhouse. Checking out for the throws. You know it, he was ready.
He might do another one, he might do another one.
He could do another one.
Just waiting there, flicker into activation there, reset with the back throw. This is good. Can he break away with an armor? I think Mena did try to do an armor.
He tried. Saw a little bit of a flash there, guard break, back throw.
Still got another opportunity. He can't armor them because Ultra Snatcher can break the armor. So he's gonna have to take this. Good V-reversal.
Excellent. Allergic to the cycle power, sneezing it off.
Jumping away, guard break.
This is tough.
He's got to connect to low. He has to connect to low, but he spent the bar, so Super's out of the equation here.
And Mena knows it. He's been sitting down blocking, not giving away too much space on defense, not walking back. This is huge.
He's got the vitality to take these conversions, and he's got to be careful with those projectiles.
No.
That's the round. That is the round.
He dashed 1 time too much.
Hey, he closed it out with the jackhammer target combo, and that's going to put Mena at match point to put him into winner's final.
And we've seen this position before, haven't we, in previous Capcom Cups?
We have. And again, uses Psycho Knuckle to get in, but puts him in a dangerous spot, and he dashes up arbitrarily to get that throw. He needs to surprise dash a little bit more. Sweet, yeah, can't punish that. He's got to take advantage of the negative frames.
And what happens immediately after? MenaRD trying to dive in. No, sir. The can actually saved him a little bit.
We'll take that trade, and there's that clipping again. That roundhouse has been an absolute nuisance. He can't anti it. Yeah, he walked under. He was too shook of the situation there. Cannot jump either. And it's just waiting. With punish, we'll take that. Even if it's an iota amount of damage, we will take that. He's trying to bait the EX Bullhorn activation, I feel.
The dash check again from MenaRD. How many times have he found success?
He's dead. That's it. That's it. That's
dead. And that's going to be MenaRD taking it down convincingly against the biggest threat that we've seen thus far. 3-1. Let me fix my face. It's MenaRD who is actually the big bull threat.
Well, solid performance with a resounding victory there to edge himself closer to, like we mentioned before, the second title, the last title here of Capcom Cup for Street Fighter V. Looked dominant, looked comfortable in that matchup. There was a strategy there. We saw EndingWalker have and show signs of life, but it was a little bit difficult because, again, the main factor, the pivotal moment, was the sweep. Right. Ed can't really do much about it, even if you try and take advantage of the negative frames. You got that jab to take care of it, man, with exceptional range and a huge deterrent. But then, you know what, even when he got in his face, he tried to shimmy him, he tried to get a couple of throws here and there, but Mena looked super composed, super comfortable.
There were a lot of moments where he actually found the correct spacing to even try to go for an EX Bullhorn and actually have EndingWalker mistime some of his meaty pressure. Again, he's just so dominant when it comes to both offense and defense. And I will say the adaptation between throwing out the cans and spacing out the sweep has been pretty pivotal, right? EndingWalker, the most that he could do is dash up, as you just mentioned, but there were some shining moments off of the resets that EndingWalker had. His pressure has been nothing but relentless and pretty optimal, I would say. Like there's plenty of moments where it's ambiguous as to when he'll reset, but when he hits you with that reset, it leads to so much damage.
I know the move is an absolute, annoying move to deal with, but if Flicker had a little bit more extended range...
Too late, man.
Oh, yeah, I know. No takebacks. If there was a bigger hurt box on sweep and max distance, because remember, Mena was doing it from relatively far away or max distance right at the tip. If there was a little bit more range on Flicker to get that punish and extended the Psycho Knuckle, that would change this matchup dramatically. But again, those V-Trigger 2 conversions, they were absolutely crucial for Mena there, especially with characters that have got over 1025 vitality. Played a very big deal in that.
Just overall, game after game, it was down to the wire. EndingWalker, we saw his moments of potential there in the corner to nail actually a couple of rounds, but MenaRD just getting the big mistakes that EndingWalker has put himself through, right? That last V-reversal in that particular round, man, this guy's hair is everywhere. I wish I could even say that about myself, but I'll tell you what, man, I feel the exact same way. As soon as EndingWalker put himself in that corner, I felt like there was a mental break.
He probably had 7 different hairstyles in the span of like 2 matches there. He gets the shimmy there, which was really good. But this, Ed's like super dangerous in the corner, and I like that he identified that V-Trigger 2 and EX Bullhorn was ready there. He went for a couple of throws, but even then, Mena still had the health to kind of take that, absorb that, and then change things, change the tide in his favor. So that was really good stuff. And then the conversion with the standing hard punch.
Beautifully done.
It's mainly, when I think about it now, it's mainly the heavies that are causing Ed a couple of nightmares just because of the range, the distance, you know, the low risk, low reward, but the mental damage it does is huge, especially in a 3 out of 5 in a matchup against Ed.